The text of the 1,500-page bill to fund the government till March 14th is out, but not everyone, including a number of Republicans, are on board. However, Speaker Johnson and others hope the bill, which will keep the current spending levels at about $6.2 trillion, will pass quickly ahead of a Friday government shutdown deadline. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales has the latest on that. Erik.
I tell you what, Tracy, a lot of moving parts up here. The continuing resolution includes more than $100 billion for disaster relief funding and some $10 billion in economic assistance for farmers, plus even a provision allowing the DHS to create a program to counter threats from drones. But a number of Republicans are already speaking out against it, including members of the well-known Freedom Caucus who have the votes to kill it.
Has turned into basically an omnibus bill with a Christmas tree with a lot of things on it. I think that we should do something much more trimmed down.
Maryland Congressman Andy Harris is the new chairman of the House Freedom Caucus. The group's former leader, Republican Congressman Bob Good, is leaving the House, but tells me Speaker Johnson's job could be on the line in January.
There's nothing about the past 14 months that would give you the confidence that he has the ability to lead this conference in doing what we need to do next year, which is to reduce government and cut our spending. He's shown no willingness to do that.
Congressman Chip Roy posted on X, quote, "It's the same dang thing every year. Legislate by crisis, legislate by calendar, not legislate because it's the right thing to do." Elon Musk, co-chair of the Department of Government Efficiency, posted, "Ever seen a bigger piece of pork?" But Speaker Johnson says punting difficult spending decisions for the new Congress is the way to go.
This is not an omnibus, okay? This is a small CR that we've had to add things to that were out of our control. These are not man-made disasters. These are things that are that the federal government has an appropriate role to do.
I don't know why we have an appropriations committee if four people are going to get together and write what is not just a simple CR that maintains the status quo. This bill clearly changes the status quo dramatically.
Democrats are praising the bill, saying it secures their priorities.
And this bill has no cuts. Democrats have warned we can't have poison pills, and this bill has no poison pills. And Democrats pushed hard to make sure this agreement included millions for child care, workforce training, job training, funding to rebuild the Key Bridge.
But this is a lesson for Speaker Johnson. I mean, work with us. Let's find solutions. Let's tune out the most extreme voices in your conference, and let's find that consensus that will be necessary to fund government.
Also tucked into this legislation is a nearly 4% pay raise for members of Congress, the first time since 2009. And listen to this. Speaker Johnson may actually try to bring the CR to the floor for a vote tonight or tomorrow. But right now, Speaker Johnson and others are in the process of trying to whip up votes. But we have just heard from President-elect Donald Trump. He put out a statement that we should pass a streamlined spending bill that doesn't give Chuck Schumer and the Democrats everything that they want. He says that without Democratic giveaways, combining an increase in the debt ceiling. So we have to wait and see which direction Speaker Johnson is actually going to take this. The Senate will have to take it up after that and then take it to the president's desk again. Friday is the deadline, so time is of the essence. We also want to let you know that the Senate did pass the National Defense Authorization Act. That's the massive $895 billion defense spending bill. That's what the president wanted to pass as well. But as for the CR, Tracy, it's a wait-and-see game right now.
I guess we will wait and see for sure. Erik, I know you're also following new developments about the ethics report on former Congressman Matt Gaetz. What's new with that?
Well, I've also learned from several sources that the House Ethics Committee has in fact decided, they secretly voted earlier this month to release the scandalous report against the former Congressman Matt Gaetz before the end of this Congress. The report is now expected to be made public after the House's final day of voting this year. Now, as Republicans, lawmakers leave the Washington and head back to their districts, you may recall that the committee voted last month to shelf the report, but Gaetz was then President-elect Donald Trump's choice for Attorney General. Well, since then, he has withdrawn his name, but he is still very active in GOP politics. But the report disclosure will show, which is nearly a 2-year investigation by the committee, allegations of sexual misconduct by the former congressman with underage girls, and claims that he even showed videos on the House floor having sex with these underage girls. It's exceedingly rare for the ethics report to release a report after a member has left Congress, although it has happened just a couple of times, a couple of occasions in the past. Tracy?